This is how Japan airport smugglers get arrested. So I was at Tokyo's Haneda airport the other day, and I was walking through customs. I noticed how easy it was to enter Japan. I picked up my check-in luggage, I walked up to the customs officer, handed them my declaration form, they smiled and waved me on through. No check, no nothing. But it got me thinking, how thorough are the Japanese authorities actually, especially with smugglers at the airport? So I did a little bit of interneting, and what I discovered was fascinating. Well, at least for me. So I wanted to share with you guys what I found. The creativity is astonishing. But before I start, if you like these type of videos, help me out, hit that like button, subscribe, and leave a comment on what you found is interesting. Oh yeah, and stick around till the end to find out what actually happens to smugglers when they get arrested in Japan. Let me give you a hint. This country has a zero tolerance policy. Let me start with a basic smuggling tactic, hiding it in the food. So apparently, a pretty standard smuggling technique is to hide drugs in candy wrappers, like this guy with THC. Or maybe like this lady coming from Belgium with 14 kilograms, about 30 pounds of ketamine hidden in some snacks. And even these three wonderful people hiding 3 kilograms of meth in instant coffee packets. But the smugglers get more intricate from here. There was an American man at Haneda airport who took it to the next level when he tried to hide 6 kilograms, about 13 pounds of methamphetamines in tea boxes. Not only were the drugs in the box itself, but it was hidden under a layer of tea. I don't know. I thought this was pretty creative. Then there's these 2 Japanese men who visited from the US and tried to get away with smuggling 2.9 kilograms of meth. One way they tried to smuggle it in was through what looks like the famous chocolate balls. They went as far as trying to hide the meth under a layer of chocolate. Seriously, just looking at it, I wouldn't be able to tell you, but I'm sure one bite would be one hell of a candy rush. Next, there was this one Peruvian woman caught with about 10 kilograms of meth hidden inside what looks like a cake, as well as cookie boxes. Definitely not mama's home cooking. And this next one is nuts, literally. It looks like another bag of nuts brought in by a man from Turkey. Turns out it's 1 kilogram of stimulants carefully disguised as a nut. Is it just me who finds this level of trickery kind of interesting? Obviously, I don't condone breaking the law or smuggling drugs, but man, I gotta give them props for their creativity. But it gets even more crazy. There was a man coming from Brazil who tried to smuggle 3 kilograms of liquid cocaine, and get this, through canned foods. I think those are supposed to be peaches. Seriously, I had no idea there was such a thing as liquid cocaine until now. But then there's this guy coming in from Ukraine who also knew what was up. He tried to hide 200 grams of dissolved meth in a wine bottle. You know, pack it up, put it in your bag like it's a present, all pork looking untouched. Nah, customs security figured this one out real quick. Then a passenger from the US tried to smuggle 17.6 kilograms of THC in maple syrup bottles. This is crazy. My man must truly love his pancakes. And then moving on, one of the most egregious smuggling attempts I found was this couple from Thailand with a combined total of 40 cans mixed in with all of their clothes, about 40 kilograms of THC. When they packed up their bags, they were probably like, "We can do it." Enough about food. Number 2, smuggling contraband in Japan on your body. Cause you know, it's easier to wear your contraband than hide it in your food. First, let's start with a standard body carry. Like this man from Hong Kong with a mere 2 kilograms of meth concealed in his vest. Or these 3 Malaysian men and women caught with 6 kilograms of meth strapped to their legs. How about this lovely woman with 2 kilograms of cocaine hidden in her bra? But wait, this was just the beginning. This lady coming from Laos tried to smuggle and conceal 600 grams of meth on her person, some of it worn in a diaper. The picture is kind of blurry, but that diaper looks kind of used. I wonder if it was before or after she got caught. Another thing I realized when doing my little deep dive into the world of Japan smugglers is that it's not only drugs, but the gold as well. For those who don't know, you're supposed to declare how much gold you bring into the country. So it starts out simple, like this lady coming from China, wearing 1 kilogram of concealed gold, but then I guess that's not enough for some people. So this passenger from Hong Kong thought, hey, no one would notice. 3 kilograms, 2 bricks in her shoes, and 1 in her handbag. Well, I guess they did. Then you got this guy who literally got caught with his pants down, hiding 1 kilogram of gold in his junk. And then finally, you got this man and woman traveling from Hong Kong. Can you guess from their image where it's hidden? Yeah, they had 2.6 kilograms of powdered gold hidden under their wigs. At least they were trying to use their heads. Oh, and then you got this guy coming from Thailand. He decided to try to smuggle little animals in his corset. I don't even know what kind of animals they are. Just so many questions with this one. I wonder if these little guys ratted him out though at security check.
Excuse me, sir. Your stomach appears to be squeaking.
And speaking about stomachs, what can be smuggled on the body can also be smuggled inside. Number 3, smuggling contraband in Japan in your body. First, let me start at the bottom, or should I say her bottom. This lady coming from Thailand had 300 grams of meth nicely hidden in her body cavity, while another passenger from Thailand had 200 grams of meth in their body cavity. But maybe the body cavity was too uncomfortable for this guy traveling from Brazil, so he decided to swallow 165 pieces of cocaine. We got another man from Brazil who swallowed 53 blocks of cocaine. You know how long it takes to get from Brazil to Japan? There are no direct flights, at least that I know of. It takes like 26 hours to get here. Having that amount of drugs in your body for that long must be grueling, let alone stressful. Finally, we got this woman traveling from Hong Kong with 2 kilograms of powdered gold inside of her body. I don't know how she got it in there, but women are truly amazing. And you know what else is amazing? Squarespace, the sponsor of this video, as it's the #1 way to build your online presence. In fact, I use Squarespace for my website, Tokyo Zebra. Here are just some of the reasons why I love using Squarespace so much. First of all, I've been promoting Squarespace on this channel for years now, and let's be honest, they still haven't let me down. And as the internet has evolved over the years, so has Squarespace, as they use cutting-edge design tools such as their Blueprint AI and AI Enhanced Website Builder to get a fully custom website in just a few steps, making it easy for beginners. No matter where you start, Squarespace is so flexible with their intuitive drag and drop editing, beautiful styling options, etc. And like I said, no experience is required. Also, if you want built-in analytics, Squarespace has you covered. Want to sell content online with a payment system? Squarespace has you covered. Want to make your dream website today? Yup, Squarespace has you covered. And there you go. Go to squarespace.com today for your free trial. And when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/Paolo from Tokyo to get 10% off your first domain or website. Number 4, smuggling contraband in Japan as part of your luggage. So smugglers have another way to bring their contraband into Japan, like this guy from France who had a hidden layered compartment in his suitcase with, you know, just 5 kilograms of MDMA. Or this guy from Peru who also had a false bottom suitcase with 2 kilograms of cocaine. Seriously, there's just too many smugglers trying this method. Just look at all of these failed attempts. Fail, fail, fail again, fail. And yep, this one didn't work either. And even this Hungarian woman in her 60s coming from Vietnam tried it with 3 kilograms of meth. But then you have people that seriously don't even care and don't even want to put any effort into it. Like this guy from Thailand who just said YOLO and packed 16 kilograms of marijuana in his suitcase as is. Or this lady from Germany who brought 19 kilograms of ketamine as is. and this happened in September of last year. A lot of these aren't old cases. Smugglers are still fighting the fight. Anyway, at least this German guy actually tried with some ingenuity and mixes meth with a resin-like substance and smeared it onto the inside of his suitcase. Clever, but obviously not clever enough. And number 5, brand of smuggling techniques in Japan's airports. Now the creativity on these just made me smile. First, a passenger from Jamaica hid 500 grams of cannabis in a candle. Solid execution, but I guess the plan slowly melted away. Next, you got a man from Hong Kong with a cell phone, hiding gold as the battery. More power to him, but I think he was shocked by the results. And then there was a woman from Switzerland who hid 500 grams of meth in sewn-on buttons on her clothes. A plan that came undone in the end. And finally, a passenger from Hong Kong who tried to hide gold on his luggage cart. And similar, another passenger who hid gold on the cart by attaching an advertisement to it. That ad had probably the worst ROI in history. By now, you're probably more than wondering, what's the punishment for trying to smuggle drugs into Japan? Well, as I mentioned earlier, the country has a zero tolerance policy. So Japan aggressively pursues all cases, regardless of the amount of drugs. Whether it's for personal use, or who the intended user is, I didn't know, or it was only a tiny amount, which is not a defense. It's a felony no matter the case. And if you're a foreigner, you're typically gonna go to prison first before you get deported. Specifically for stimulants like meth, possession is 5 to 10 years, and for smuggling, minimum 3 years plus 10 million yen fine or life imprisonment. Narcotics like cocaine, MDMA, ketamine, possession is 5 to 7 years, and for smuggling, a minimum 1 year plus fine up to 5 million yen. Also, life imprisonment for severe cases. Cannabis like marijuana or edibles, possession 5 to 7 years, and for smuggling up to 10 years in prison, and a fine up to 5 million yen. As for gold smuggling, up to 5 years in prison with work and fines up to 5 times the value of the gold. Oh yeah, and they confiscate your gold. So there you have it. Japan is not the place where you want to smuggle drugs or even do drugs. Just not worth it. Stay safe everyone, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.